Here's 7 ways to guard your heart. It's very important to have a good heart these days, not just one that is healthy, but one that is capable of spreading love. Proverbs 4:23. Keep your heart with a vigilance, for from it flows the spring of life. Number 1, protect everything that comes in. Everything these days seems to be competing for our time, money, and/or resources. Turn in any direction and you will be quickly hit with anything and everything that wants your attention. Train your eyes to look away from lust and use your wisdom to protect your wholesomeness. Number 2, persevere in the face of difficulties. Difficulties are just a product of this sinful world filled with sinful people. Life is always going to be hard. It's difficult enough. So just push for what's right. Tell yourself no matter how hard it gets, I'm going to make it. As you persevere, you will continue to enhance your growth. Number 3, follow what the universe is leading you to do. What do you desire and just can't stop thinking about? Chances are that's the thing that God is calling you to do. Trust Him and go for it. The more you deprive yourself of that desire, the more strain you're putting on your heart. Number 4, cultivate an atmosphere of community. Your heart needs people constantly pouring into you, and you need to constantly be pouring into other people. There's a constant flow coming in and out of you as you love and serve others. We are only as strong as our weakest link, and in this world, we cannot do great things alone. Number 5, keep priorities high and do not compromise. There's wisdom in keeping our priorities. Just make sure that they're the right ones to begin with. What we might be tempted to do is lower one throughout the day or elevate one too high. Do not get distracted to the extent of compromising the priorities and values that the Lord has given us. Once you make a little compromise here or there, you begin to add toxicity to your heart. The good news is that if you keep them, your heart will grow in wisdom. Number 6, trust the Lord with rest. We live in a culture that is beyond fast-paced. Chances are you probably spent about 30 seconds on this page and then you're off to the next one. Productivity is elevated above all else and people are praised for getting things done. While we run around like crazy, we often forget that this is bad for our hearts. We're also telling God that we don't trust Him in the process. Number 7, study and understand the scriptures. The scriptures are written out in plain understanding for us to be successful, wise, loving, caring, and more. Sin is toxic for your heart and your full growth potential. Getting high, getting drunk, falling to distractions, sex, craving money are all examples of some things that are just not pure. They will take you away from your fullest self, leading you down a false path, while feeding your lust and feeding your crave for fame and fortune, while the truth lies in spreading love, not in spreading lust. People like Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, and others are all remembered not for the money that they had in their bank account or how many girls they got, but they're remembered for the impact that they had on society. You can guard your heart by keeping your eyes straight ahead, giving careful thought to your paths, being steadfast in all your ways, and keeping your foot from evil.